Stephen Nightingale. Stephen Nightingale is an author of books of poetry, novels, and essays. Personal life. Stephen Nightingale was born in Reno, Nevada. He later studied literature, religion, and computer science at Stanford University. He and his family, including his wife Lucy and their daughter Gabriela, moved to Granada, Spain in 2001, after buying a home in the Albayzin. Writing. Nightingale is the author of 2 novels, 6 books of sonnets, and a book about the city of Granada, Spain. His poetry has been included in many anthologies, and he has taught poetry in more than 50 schools and universities. His poetry was first published in 1983 in Coevolution Quarterly. His first novel, The Lost Coast, and its sequel, The 13th Daughter of the Moon, followed. His 6 books of poetry begin with the limited edition Cartwheels, followed by Planetary Tambourine, and 4 more collections of 99 sonnets each. In 2015, he released Granada, a pomegranate in the hand of God. The book describes the move of the author and his family to the city of Granada, Spain, and goes on to address the history of gardens and of the Albayzin, the extraordinary history of El-Andalus, the sacred geometry in Islamic tile work, the work of the Sufis, the history of flamenco, and the life and poetry of Federico Garcia Lorca. Selected publications. Selected public presentations. Past years, past years. Sonnets and Blues, an appearance with blues impresario Al Blake. The Churchill Arts Council. West Coast Live, a national public radio show. 3 appearances for the novels and for poetry jams. Reflections on the Human Spirit, an evening of words and music. At the First United Methodist Church. Magical Realism in the Great Basin. A benefit for the Friends of the University Library. The Great Basin Book Festival, 7 readings over various years. For 13 Daughter of the Moon, in addition to television appearances and radio interviews, presentations in Nevada, at the Brewery Arts Center, Barnes & Noble, Sundance Books, and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. In California, presentations at a clean, well-lighted place for books in San Francisco, Printers Inc. in Palo Alto, Barnes & Noble in Berkeley, and Elliott Bay Books in Seattle. For the Lost Coast, presentations in Nevada Sundance Books, the University of Nevada, Reno, and Great Basin Books, in addition to television and radio interviews. Presentations in California at Kepler's Books in Menlo Park, Black Oak Books at Berkeley, Book Soup Bistro in Los Angeles, and a clean, well-lighted place for books in Larkspur and San Francisco. Also presentations at Elliott Bay Books in Seattle, Barnes & Noble in Tacoma and New York City, and the Tattered Cover in Denver. References